everybody, and welcome to Off the Record with
Kirk
and Gabe.
No Judah.
It's a sad day.
Yeah. Oh, I actually just remembered. We have a shout out that we have to give that I will give in just a minute because I have to pull it up. But why don't you, Gabe, tell them what we are covering today?
Today we are covering the long-awaited Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord show, episodes 1 and 2.
As soon as I heard about this show, I was like, oh my gosh, please, I've
been waiting for a new good Star Wars show to watch, and it came out, so...
Dude.
Really excited to talk about it. And dive in and all that.
As well as we've had some comics to go with it. I believe it was a month or so ago, and we do actually have issue 2 was out this past week, though we were not able to pick it up because we did not do our comic stack video.
Sorry.
But regardless, it is a lot of fun to have both of these things going at the same time.
I'm curious to see how they interact, because it looks like they're not going to do it where it's the same story covered. I was a little worried about that at first, that it was just going to be like, oh, it's the same story. But it's different, so I'm curious to see what aspects the comics will reveal, what aspects the show will reveal.
Yeah, and also it's just exciting for us because we have we do comic videos and we do movies and shows type content, and so we have something that's currently releasing that's a live release, which are videos that tend to do better for us, that's on both of those things, and so that's kind of exciting to get going. But first I want to remind you guys to subscribe, to hit the like button. If you hate us, you can dislike the video, that's fine. If you disagree with us, maybe don't dislike the video, but if you absolutely hate us or hate the topic or whatever else, it is good engagement, and it does let us know the kinds of things that you want to hear from us about. So going forward, we'd be able to tailor content a little bit better, so do leave either a like or a dislike for that.
Although I can promise we will always do Darth Maul shows, so he will at gunpoint force me to literally do your opinion doesn't matter on this. I will do this anyway. Yeah. Well, also but for everything else,
go to Off the Record JK on Instagram as well. To if you don't hit the notification bell, then at least you should go over there, because most videos that we post, I also put on Instagram. Just the thumbnails, titles, brief description of the video, and then you can follow the link in our bio there to this channel, so you can get notified for that. And but the shout out I wanted to give was a couple of videos ago. I actually don't remember which one it is. We got
the Enterprise season 2
TNG, that's right,
or TNG, my bad.
Second half of the first season of TNG, the Next Generation Star Trek, if you don't know.
Part 2.
Gabe wasn't there, and for some reason Judah said put an L in the chat for Gabe not being there. And so, massive shout out to Maniac Plays Games 3444 for actually saying L in the chat for Gabe. Great job. Massive round of applause. You did it. We love to bully Gabe here. So if you want to put another one in the To
be fair, they didn't tell me when they were recording that one, so.
Yeah. So you may have noticed, as we have mentioned, that Judah's not here. That's because
this is a weird moment in history.
Yeah, he's a total bum, and he's gone for 2 weeks. So we had to, as much as possible, just record ahead. So we've got a couple of videos that were recorded ahead. Things like this show, obviously, were not even released ahead, so we couldn't record them. So that is just going to be me and Gabe. But a couple of things we had to record ahead, and it was honestly just a matter of we don't have time to figure out schedules and whatnot. If Judah and I had a second to record, we were going to do it.
Which meant they didn't tell me.
L in the chat for Gabe.
Yes.
So put another one.
Although we should clarify, by being a bum, we mean he's at a wedding in a different state. So
yes,
not completely bum.
Total bum.
Very, very close to bum.
Total bum behavior. L in the chat for Judah.
L in the chat and for Gabe. Judah.
And me, because engagement. Thank you very much. Anyway, this has gone on way too long, and I'm not going to trim it down or cut it whatsoever because I could not be bothered. So,
Amen.
Star Wars Maul, Gabe, Episode 1. So also called Chapter 1.
Yeah, so Disney Plus at Star Wars does this cool thing called forgetting the idea of episodes, and they're all just chapters now. Which I guess is kind of cool if across multiple seasons, the chapters still stay the same.
Oh yeah, like if after the 10 episodes of this season 2 were to come out, which it's already been greenlit, by the way.
It would be chapter 11. Exactly. Which I think is pretty cool. Other people might think it's stupid. Let me know, viewers, what y'all think. But chapter 1 is called The Dark Revenge, which, before we dive into it, I think Kirk and I both, when we saw that, looked at each other and were like, that's a sad title.
It should have been The Darth Revenge.
Yeah.
Darth. Because
yeah.
Darth.
Also, like, Dark Revenge just doesn't sound cool. I don't know why. Like,
The Dark Revenge. It's like, okay, that's the title of any like 4th grader who's trying to make some sort of thing, saying, "Oh, the bad guy does his bad thing. Oh, The Dark Revenge. Because I'm 4."
Of course, we're gonna find out that like the producer's 4-year-old son is the one who came up with
in which case, oh my gosh, great title, round of applause.
Anyway, this one, it set up the whole scene. You opened with this group robbing a Star Wars bank on some random planet. Mm-hmm. And we're like,
I don't know that we've been told what planet it is.
We probably have, and I didn't remember.
Paying enough attention, apparently.
But so first off is I noticed, which was really cool, in this unknown group of thieves, there were what appeared to be 2 Mandalorians, right? Which is like, oh, okay, why are they stealing from a bank? You know? And then they steal from the bank, and they've got some really cool traps and stuff, and I'm like, well, duh, they're Mandalorians.
Of course.
Of course they have cool traps that just like melt a police car into stringy bits. Mm-hmm. That was crazy. Mm-hmm. They steal the money, and then you're like, all right, except Maul shows up, and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Like right as they're about to be cornered by the police. If you did read the first comic,
yes,
which we did, at the very end of the first issue of the Maul comic is him stealing a ship, and it's that ship. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99.9% sure. It immediately stuck out to me, so I'm gonna go with my gut here and say it's the same ship.
Kirk's frequently right, not always, but most of the time.
A fair amount, at least.
Yeah, like average amount, right?
Maybe slightly higher than average. like 1 point higher than average.
Yes, we'll give it to him.
Okay. Actually, that'll entirely depend on if I'm right on this. Yeah. If I'm not right on this, I'm average. If I'm right on this, I am exactly 1 prediction above average.
All right.
But yes. Cool tie-in if that's
it was really cool. You see the potential connection there. I appreciated that, unlike the comic, Maul showed up within the first 10 minutes, within the first 5 minutes of it.
It wasn't like we got 3 frames at the very end of the episode.
Yes.
That said Maul will be in this thing that, he's the titular character.
Yeah.
And then never
he shows up and you're like, sick, let's go.
Yeah.
And so then you're like, okay, well, Maul robs banks now, I guess. So he does, apparently. And then you find out that it's because he wants revenge against this. What are they? Underworld lord? Can we call them drug lords?
So they're part of like a crime syndicate thing of some sort.
Or they were.
Because they're dead now.
Yeah.
Spoilers. If you're 10 minutes into our video and you haven't picked up on the fact that we will be spoiling things, that is a you problem. So, spoilers. Yeah. They're all dead, so they were.
Well, not Maul. He's very much alive.
Or the little robot freak guy that's not a robot.
Vario?
Yeah.
I love him. He's
the tiny guy, the tiny fish-looking dude.
Yeah, he's Mike Wazowski if he was a drug lord.
He's Mike Wazowski if he was a blobfish that could walk and talk.
That too.
But, so he's not dead, though. He will be, I'm sure, very soon.
Yeah.
Just watch the show.
It'll be a sad day.
But, well, anyway, I believe I cheated a little bit. I watched a new Rockstars video on this before recording.
Bad Kirk,
so,
bad.
Yeah.
Everybody boo Kirk, boo!
L for Kirk in the chat. Let's go. But I did, and I think that this is the crime syndicate group thing, whatever it is, that he made.
Yes, the original one is the one he made.
Yeah, but then was immediately from some other media that I haven't watched because I don't actually keep up with Star Wars anymore, which is very sad, and that will be changing. But for the past couple of years, I've not known at all what's going on. By a couple of years, I mean 10 years. I've not known at all what's going on. So I'm quite lost in this show. But something else was set up, and it may have even been partly something from Clone Wars and things like that, which great show, by the way, that he had set up but was never actually able to, like, use this crime syndicate thing. And so now he's coming back for revenge and taking it all down to build presumably his own little empire after this. Yeah. Which, speaking of the Empire, Gabe.
Yeah.
He knows about the Emperor. He knows about Palpatine. He's one of like 4 people to know that that Palpatine, the Emperor, is also Sidious.
Yes.
At least in this point in the timeline. So he chooses not to actually reveal that. But he was betrayed by him. So is that something that you've thought of at all, and is that something that you think is actually going to, like, play out in the show?
I don't think so. I mean, my perspective is he's probably sitting here trying to just have nothing to do with that life anymore, and it's like...
But he's actively... that kind of gets into episode 2 stuff, so I'll save it.
The Jedi and Republic aren't going to... or what Resistance, whatever, they're not going to help Maul because they think he's a Sith,
right?
And they hate him. And the Empire and the Emperor aren't going to help Maul because they don't like him anymore and they want to kill him. So basically, at both sides of what's actually happening don't like him.
Yeah.
So there's no point.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so that gets a little bit into the episode 2 stuff.
Yes.
And I'll continue my question here in a minute once we go over this. But
so pause.
This one is called Sinister Schemes. Now, I do love the alliteration. However, it's also kind of basic 5-year-old titling. Gotta be honest. Now, this is going on Disney Plus. First of all, this is
a cartoon.
Yeah, cartoony.
It's animated.
Animated type. You know, could be in the more Clone Wars-y type style of Star Wars in a lot to
as opposed to live action.
Yeah, not necessarily literally
Boba
like
Fett.
Art style stuff. Though this is freaking phenomenal artwork.
Beautiful
in these 2 episodes.
Kirk turned and pointed out scenes to me throughout both episodes.
Yeah, I did have to like pause it and be like, this looks so good, Gabe, affirm that this looks good. And then he affirmed that this looks good because
it does.
But certainly this is, well, not like geared towards a younger audience. It is available to a younger audience, and they're certainly hoping that they're certainly hoping that a younger audience does kind of pick up on this and watch it. Also, probably read the comics.
Get the new generation of Star Wars kids.
Yeah, get them hooked to the drug that is Star Wars, and then they stay for the rest of their lives, and they become Disney adults. But
wait, I don't like that.
Potentially, you know, some of that has made its way to the titling scheme of this show.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be honest.
Look, I'll put it this way: if the lack of creativity in Disney has to come out in the title cards, I'm okay with that. Just keep it out of my shows, okay?
Yeah. Of the places that the lack of creativity could be, the title card is one of the places that is better.
That's preferable. But, we should mention, before we dive into Chapter 2, the end of Chapter 1, what ends up happening is Vario and Demas have a falling out. Demas dies because and then...
His first name is Nico, by the way.
Which is funny.
His full name is Nico Demas.
Okay, I just want to bring up something that Kirk mentioned, is the fact that my bro has 3 eyes and can't shoot.
Oh, yeah. You would think that his depth perception is, like, top tier.
No.
Not at all.
Literally, he shot Vario in the, like, armor the entire time. Bro is wearing armor. He's a mech. You can't kill the mech.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's like, oh, no, I have a prosthetic arm. You've cut off my prosthetic arm. That doesn't kill me at all. At worst, what you have done is mean I can't use my prosthetics. But with this guy, slight problem is that he does not actually need his prosthetic body because he has his own little tiny baby body underneath that baby little fish blob body, Mike Wazowski body underneath that thing. So he doesn't actually need it. So what are you doing? Shoot for the head. I mean, you should always shoot for the head anyway, but like shoot for the head, dude.
Hey man,
come
Kirk,
on.
Tell them. So then Vario gets captured by the police force of whatever this planet is.
Yeah.
Please, if you know this planet, comment it in the comments so that we know.
Yeah, seriously, I actually need to know.
But police force capture Vario, and Maul is like, well, I hate that guy too, so I'm going to go break him out of prison.
Yeah.
And so then he goes and he breaks him out of prison. And then you see in the last panel, now something we didn't mention was there's this lizard guy. And his friend, who's a what species are those? Is it the Twi'lek?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't ask me. I don't know anything like, Star Wars, dude.
I think she's a Twi'lek. I don't remember that because
something along those lines.
Yeah, or very similar. But she's pink.
Yes. And she's the old lizard guy and her. Yes. The old lizard guy is definitely like a Yoda type old Jedi. She's like a little Padawan girl.
Yes. Well, in episode 1, we're only led to believe this. We don't even know yet, necessarily.
Yes. Well, so both of these things are more or less technically not fully known as of yet. Although technically,
but it's pretty obvious in 2.
Yeah.
But that she committed petty theft and so got arrested because apparently.
So now we've got a couple of people in this jail
cell that Maul is now going to invade. I'm gonna kick the ball over to Kirk so he can.
Yeah. So the
chapter 2
follow up to that is we have prison escape where Maul has taken both. What's his name? Vario?
I think so, Vario.
Vario and a little definitely Padawan lady girl.
Does she have a name?
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm gonna look it up while Kirk continues.
Not paying attention. I'm sorry. To be fair, even though this is 2 episodes, it's also like 40 minutes. So we haven't had that much time with these characters.
And very little with her and the lizard. So.
Yes. So forgive me, but also I have good reason. But they are both captured by Maul. There's kind of a whole escape sequence. Pretty cool. She tries to escape from Maul, who like recognizes her potential, I suppose, as a Padawan. And then we kind of cut to they have successfully pulled these two out of the jail and are at like their little base of operations now, Maul's base of operations. And we get a couple of moments with Vario and Maul and kind of learning some backstory between the two of them and like what's going on and like why Maul is here, etc. As well as we have a couple of scenes between Maul and Padawan lady that Gabe is currently trying to find the name of. But during all of that, Maul is basically trying to get her to admit by use of powers, Jedi powers, that she is in fact a Padawan. She's very reluctant to do that, and he's very patiently just like, yeah, but like you are, and I know you are, and so like we're gonna sit here and wait until you do something and prove it. And he's definitely wanting to down the line try to like recruit her to the cause and have another lightsaber and force wielding individual on his side and protege of some kind. Yeah, but then she's currently also a protege of this lizard dude.
Yes,
who we do see a cool display of his powers as well.
I found lizard dude's name.
What is his name?
So I'm gonna butcher it, but it's Ikdiodaki is what it looks like. Master Ikdiodaki.
Okay.
Or Ikodiodaki, something like that, which is pretty cool. And then I found out Vario's first name is Luti.
Okay.
Which is funny. I can't figure out because there's 2 females in the top cast. One of them's the like Mandalorian chick. and then the other one is Pink Lady on IMDb, and they don't show the pictures of the characters, they show the pictures of the actors, which is
slightly not helpful.
Really unhelpful.
Yeah.
But
well, as you talk about this a little bit now,
yes,
I will also try to find that for us.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of dive a little bit more into what I thought about it, since we did the plot summary and summarized it all up in a beautiful bow. I'm kind of whelmed, if I'm honest, which, to be fair, I should clarify that I have higher expectations of this show than many other shows, because it's a Star Wars show, and Star Wars shows have been really good recently. So whelmed is not like 5 out of 10. Whelmed is like higher than that. But I'm still whelmed. I'm not, blown away or like, whoa, this is really cool or anything like that. It's a good show, and I'm interested in it. Definitely want to see more of it. Once again, the animation style and the animation work is amazing. Mm-hmm. Really well done, really quality. It's seamless and smooth. The backgrounds are beautiful. Like, you can see work is put into this, and I appreciate that. The voice acting fits. The actors understand the characters enough to get those dynamic and changes in tone and voice and timbre. Is this the same
voice actor that's done Maul before?
I don't know. You check it out.
I can check that out. While I'm in IMDb, first of all, Gabe coughing.
I'm sorry. It's the pollen. Everybody, tell the pollen to go away.
Yeah, please do that. I am 99.9% certain that this is the little Padawan girl is Devin Azaria, voiced by Gideon Adlon.
Okay. Kirk is smart and figured it out.
Yes, I can search.
Apparently, I can't.
Oh my gosh! Wait, this is Sam Witwer. That is Maul.
Yes, Sam Witwer is Maul.
Oh, I definitely recognize this guy from a lot of other things.
I'm not sure if he's been Maul before, though. I would imagine maybe in Clone Wars.
In 2 episodes of Star Trek Lower Decks.
Really?
Malor and Legnog.
Cool.
I don't know who that is.
Shout out our other videos.
He was Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. He was Maul.
So I think at least recently he's the Maul guy, but he might be for a while.
Yeah, he's additional voices in Skeleton's Crew and Star Wars Jedi Survivor,
which probably means Maul.
Video game, probably.
Yeah, because Maul is in both of those.
He's an uncredited stormtrooper in Andor.
That's funny.
Yeah. He is Darth Maul in Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales. So he's been Maul a couple of times. Dark side voice in Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge. Darth Maul in the Clone Wars, 14 episodes. Okay.
So it sounds like he's been Maul since the Clone Wars.
He did 23 episodes of Supergirl.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Sure.
Did you... Wait, Rebels? Was he... He was Maul in Solo and in Rebels as well. So yeah,
wait, in Solo, the Star Wars, the live action movie?
Solo, a Star Wars story, yeah.
Wow, so he played... Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't know.
Was he only the voice?
It says Maul, parentheses, voice.
Oh, okay, so he didn't physically act.
But this is definitely, he's used to being Maul. He has played Maul before, so
which is why he's good at it.
To do this, and especially with Clone Wars, right?
Yes.
That's a pretty heavy use of Maul in the Clone Wars, and kind of where a lot of people would recognize Maul from, and so that's probably where a lot of people are thinking, okay, this is what I want my Maul to be like, and this is the same voice actor, which is cool. Yeah. Have you seen? This is a really, really interesting connection to Star Trek as well. Did you see the Unification 765874 short story thing?
No.
I'm gonna have to show this to you afterwards. It's a little TV mini episode thing that's on YouTube.
Cool.
Independent production thing, but there's no voice, no talking or anything. It's just scenes of Captain Kirk, old Captain Kirk, William Shatner, meeting Spock, who went to the alternate universe at the end of Nemesis, I believe,
right,
and created the whole Kelvin Timeline 2009 films, all that stuff. So this is technically not canon, although everybody just will say that it's canon because it's definitely canon. But they used this guy was the actor who actually mocapped Kirk, and then they used technology to capture they like took scans of William Shatner's face, and then like with technology and VFX and all that CGI, like put his face but slightly younger onto this guy who plays Maul.
Yeah.
His acting.
Maul is Captain Kirk, confirmed.
Yes, literally.
Captain Kirk is Darth Maul. Do not trust the Star Trek Enterprise unless it's Picard. Then that's okay. But
yes.
If it's
alternate universe,
Kirk
is Maul.
Maul is him. Anyway,
that's definitely where I recognize this.
Yeah.
The face, at least, of this actor from is because I had seen a lot of behind the scenes stuff for that.
But it makes sense. Part of why Maul specifically takes the show when he's voicing is because he's really good at it.
Yeah.
But the other characters are like they fit into their roles and they're figuring it out really well.
Absolutely.
I think the only awkward scene dialogue-wise was the one interaction between Lawson and his son. But that was also a little bit intentionally awkward. So
yeah,
maybe it's, I don't know, maybe I'm just dumb.
Yeah.
And have a semi-decent relationship with my father.
Mm-hmm. Well, overall, I am looking forward to this show.
Definitely.
I think so. The follow-up to my question that I was asking in part one.
Yes.
Is so. First of all, it seems like Maul is kind of trying to take this lady whose name I've already forgotten.
Devon.
Was that really it?
I think so. Or Devon.
Azaria. We go by Izara. We go by last names here.
Oh,
Devon
my
Izara.
bad.
Devon Izara is definitely, focal, other than Maul, very much a focal character. Maul, the cop guy, and Izara are the three main characters that we're kind of going to be following their stories, right? And Maul's story, we can more or less like, oh, well, he's going to be a big bad guy, right? He's going to be evil. He's going to be doing all these different schemes and whatnot. There will be a lot of interesting things in there, but it's not exactly going to be shocking unless he like suddenly turns good, which is not going to happen, right? With Azara, there's going to be a will they, won't they of, instead of love, it's evil. Is she going to go all the way over to the dark side and join Maul, or is she going to?
If she turns evil, then it might be love.
That's true. That'd be a little weird, but that's true. That is true.
It would be, but
And so we'll be following that. Potentially, she'll be more of a gray character of not necessarily Jedi material, but not
for gray Jedi. No, I'm kidding.
Gray lightsabers, people. Gray lightsabers.
No, that's the gray Jedi are like deep lore legends Jedi.
I know there's the black sword one.
Okay, that's the dark saber. So this has nothing to do with the lightsabers. They're called gray Jedi, and I would dive into it, but it would probably double our video length.
I want a dark lightsaber from that thing that had the dark lightsaber. What
dark saber?
Yeah, what was
it's literally only the dark saber.
There's like a sword though.
Yes.
But dark and glowy,
so
but
that is because there was a Mandalorian who was also a Jedi.
No, but like what show was that from?
The Mandalorian.
Really?
Yes, because the whole point is the Darksaber is about a Mandalorian who is also a Jedi, so he made his own lightsaber, and it's the Darksaber, and whoever has the Darksaber is the rightful ruler of Mandalore, and you can only win it through a challenge and victory in combat. And that's like half of the premise of The Mandalorian after he saves Grogu.
What in the Norse gods is happening with that?
It's so cool. It's amazing.
It's like Thor's hammer, but sword.
That's literally not how... What? That's not how Thor's hammer works. It's closer to like Harry Potter and wands.
I'm going to stick with Thor's hammer.
Okay.
Anyway, so... there's that, we don't know exactly where she'll land on this whole thing. I kind of do doubt there will be a perfectly clear she's good or she's bad. Probably somewhere in the middle, if I'm going to be honest. And then the cop guy, just kind of, we'll see what happens with him. Yeah. He'll be a good guy, but he is also he's in the Empire, right? And so what is a good guy and a good cop in the Empire?
Right. It's kind of figuring out also, what is his role? Like, is he just local police, and then the Empire took over and said, we're in charge now?
Because we do have a clip somewhere in the advertising of a, just like Star Destroyer, is that what it's called?
I think so.
Kind of hovering over the city. So potentially, I mean, he's been, one of the plot points is his hesitancy to bring in the Empire and to actually report a sighting of Maul, as you're supposed to do. And he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want the Empire breathing down their necks. Apparently that will eventually, they will be here, and so we'll see what happens. To be fair,
if he knew who Maul was, he might be singing a different tune.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie, if Maul was to 1v1 this guy, he'd be cooked.
Yeah, so, maybe not enough information on his part, but we'll see kind of what happens with that and where his character leads as well. I'm excited for all of that, but I do want to learn a little bit more through this show about the relationship with Maul and the Empire, and more particularly, though I don't think that we would actually see Palpatine. But you can still learn about kind of what's going on with that through other context clues and things like that. And so I'm not expecting to see Palpatine or any of the major characters on the side of the Empire, but we will have the presence of the Empire, right? And I kind of want to see how Maul deals with that and what's going on with that, because I am a little confused as to why he wouldn't just be oh, well, he completely betrayed me, so I'm just going to release this information. What's his play with that,
I mean, I see what you're saying. Again, I think it gets more complicated because you're dealing with Sith and Jedi, and Maul is sitting here I hate the Jedi, and they hate me, and I hate the Sith, and they hate me, and so I'm just going to say I'm done with it. They can go have fun, battle it out everywhere. I'm taking this planet.
Yeah. But if I were in his shoes, I'd want to just wreak havoc, right? I would want to just
that's
let
also
everything
you, Kirk.
Fair. I feel Maul would be a little bit worse than me, though.
He doesn't want to. So the way they've set up his character, they show him as he doesn't want to let the world burn. He wants to be in charge of a world.
But
he wants to build his empire.
If he wanted to take over a planet, what a better way than by having the Empire so concerned with other business, such as everybody learning that the Emperor is a Sith Lord, the Sith Lord, actually, capital T, also, capital S, capital L.
To be fair, who's going to listen to Maul?
Okay, that's kind of... But regardless, the play is there that he destabilizes them enough that they're so focused on the internal politics that they don't care about.
I also think it gets a lot different because the logistical side of things, he would have to find a way to mass release this message.
It's if you tell one person,
it's not going to go anywhere. Because
even if you tell two people and you're trying to get them to tell two people,
he would have to mass release it across the entire galaxy.
Yeah.
In order before the Empire figures out and cuts the feed.
Because if you were to even if you were to make an entire planet aware of that fact, the Empire will burn that planet to the ground. They will blow up.
Worst case, they just wait till the Star Destroyer exists and explode it.
Yeah, to just get a handle on all that information. Just keep wraps on it. So that's fair. I guess that could be a consideration. I hope it's something that's addressed.
Yeah.
Again, I don't need to see Palpatine in this show. From what I am aware of, having not seen any Star Wars recently, we've had our fair bit of Palpatine recently, in horrible ways. And so I do not want to stoke the flames of that fire by saying we should have Palpatine in this as well, but it should be addressed.
That's fair.
All right. Well, if somehow you have finished this entire episode and you haven't seen this show or read the comics, maybe just skip issue 1 of the comics and start on issue 2, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, not a whole lot happens.
Literally, don't.
I mean, okay, it's good. The art's good. It's worth a read, but
don't expect
story-wise,
because he's not in it.
No Maul,
right? But the show, absolutely,
show is great.
Go watch the show. It's on Disney Plus.
Rate it?
It's very accessible. Almost everybody has a subscription to Disney Plus at this point, so you can go watch it, and it's a good watch. Yeah. And again, artwork both in this and the comic are quite good. So you can at least appreciate that. And I'm
episode 1 and 2 ratings. real quick at the end?
Yeah, and also we will be covering Gabe and I will be covering episodes 3 and 4 as they release next week. There will be 2 episode releases for 5 weeks in a row, right? And then after that, we should have Judah with us as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, ratings. Episode 1, I'm gonna give it this isn't necessarily my thing, and I'm also very out of the loop on this. So both episodes, I'm gonna say 3.5 stars and then 3.6 stars. Episode 2 is better than episode 1 to me.
Wait, we do stars now? I thought we did out of 10.
Oh, I mean,
we can do stars.
I know
stars
you do stars.
Well, I do. Okay. So I do stars for the comics because League of Comic Geeks, their built-in rating system is a 5-star little thing. Mm-hmm. So, like, I go in and I rate the comics through that so that I can remember it.
Just like,
and so I just read off of that.
What, that's totally fair. I'll give it an out of 10 rating. 3.5 translates to 7, and then I'll just say 7.5 as well for the.
I would do for chapter 1. I agree, 7.5. But chapter 2, I think, got a little bit better in my opinion. So I would give it an 8 or 8.25 probably out of 10. So they're good shows, definitely worth it. Not the peak we were looking for, but maybe episode 3 and 4.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see ways that this show gets a lot better. I'm very excited to see where it leads. And also a 7 out of 10 rating
is
being the lowest of us. Of our 4 ratings for these.
It's much better than almost anything we reviewed.
It's a high rating actually, because 5 is middling.
Yeah,
5 isn't even bad. 5 is middling. If I were to give this a 5, it'd be like, okay, it existed. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great.
Yeah,
right. It was more than that. It was better than that. So do give this a try.
All right.
Anyway, do you want to do a drink shout out?
Yes, I love shouting out people who drink beverages. Today, we are going to shout out people who drink specifically Sierra Mist. I don't know why.
I do not condone this shout out.
I don't like Sierra. Like, I don't know why you would drink Sierra Mist, but I feel like this is a very frequently overlooked group of people,
God,
and
I
they
need you to
deserve
remind me
encouragement.
In the comments to never allow Gabe to do a drink shout out again, please.
Well, we've done all the normal ones. What else do you want me to do?
I was kind of hoping you'd say root beer float.
Only if we have root beer floats after this.
I brought the supplies.
All right, so shout out. I hate you, Sierra Mist drinkers. Shout out to everyone who drinks root beer
Negative shout
floats.
out if you have a Sierra Mist. What is wrong with you? Absolute double shout out if you have a root beer float.
I wonder if a Sierra Mist float would be good.
I'm kicking him out.
I just want ice cream
on this channel again. Okay. Good morning, good evening. It's morning here, and good night. God bless.
God bless.